Hello, hello, hello. New intro there. Okay. It's me, Victoria, and today I want to make a video for you guys about what is sexy about male sexuality because I know a lot of guys out there really feel that, their sexuality is disgusting and that, male sexuality is gross and women are always talking about in the media, how damaging and harmful it is to them and how they hate, catcalls and they hate being like asked out at coffee shops. And I'm with you. There's a lot of that. And, I understand why as a girl, but it does seem to convey the message that, they're not really saying anything good about male sexuality. So I understand why guys are getting this message that, women don't like men and women don't like male sexuality. And I think a lot of guys just really don't understand what women find attractive about them because they're not really being vocal about it. So I'm going to tell you guys a bunch of different things that I find attractive about male sexuality. So, yes, this is my perspective. Of course, it's probably, slightly different for every single woman because everybody's sexuality is different, but I'm very, very straight. I definitely am someone who appreciates male sexuality a lot. So I thought I'll give you some insight into the perspective of someone like me. So let's get on to the video. All right. So tip number one thing that is sexy about male sexuality is the pure enthusiasm for the female body. Okay. Like you can't fake this. It's just pretty special because it's kind of like no matter the age, the body type, um, a lot of guys are just so enthusiastic and it's incredible. I mean, they just have like a never ending positive mentality about women and their bodies. I mean, it's almost like toxic positivity. It's like they're just so, you know, in love with like the form, and that's really special, and that's something that's like a huge gift to women and is very attractive to women because women like attention, they like feeling special, and this enthusiasm just means like constant adoration and attention for women, and they're very drawn to that, and it's very, very attractive. All right, so number two, slightly similar, something that's sexy about male sexuality is the lack of judgment. The acceptance. Like so many women are very, very hard on themselves. They all have body image issues. They're very critical. They think like this isn't shaped the right way. And, men are a lot of times the one who are just like, you're beautiful. I love you the way you are. You're so sexy. I wish you could see yourself like I see you. It's very healing for women. And that kind of like love, attention, positivity, acceptance is extremely attractive. So, number three is the way men are kind of entranced, like a snake being charmed by a snake charmer, for lack of a better metaphor. That is something I always find probably the most attractive about men, just like the ability as a woman you have to literally hypnotize a guy and just the trance state they go into and just how powerful and amazing that feels. Um, yeah. Um, okay, I'll go on to the next one. Um, Number four thing that is sexy about male sexuality is the way commands feel natural coming from guys. Okay, this is not PC, okay, but there's something about the way guys can order commands. Um, Maybe it's kind of like the male culture that a lot of guys grow up in versus the female culture, which is all about kind of like being nice and people pleasing a lot of times. Sometimes when a guy just, really has a backbone, gives a command. There's just something powerful about it. I don't know. It's incredibly attractive. It's kind of like indescribable. It just fits and it just feels so natural. And you're just like, yes, like I admire that. You are powerful. And that natural power is just so mesmerizing, tantalizing. Yeah. Okay. Um, Number 5 thing I find attractive about male sexuality. Now again, not very PC, but the anger and the coldness. There's something about the way a guy can get angry and cold that, again, like I said, is very, very powerful. It's intense, it's scary, it's real, it's dangerous. There's like a real threat behind it. And especially when this is used kind of like, in the bedroom setting, and that's what I'm talking about here, like, in the bedroom, in a kind of an aggressive, dominant style. It's true danger and it's truly, what's the word? Like you're just drawn to it. Um, Number 6 thing that is sexy about male sexuality is the dirtiness of it. I don't know, there's something dirty a lot of times about male sexuality, and that is, it's erotic, it's attractive, it's real, it's gritty, it's intense. And, a lot of times women are kind of like force fed all this like romantic vanilla, like, oh, you're relaxing on the beach. And I don't know, there's just a lure of the dirtiness that is, it's raw and it's not watered down, it's not commercialized. And that is primal and it's intense and it's extremely attractive. And that's why I always like wish that guys weren't really ashamed so much of their sexuality, because I'm like, no, no, no. Your interests, your kinks, the things you find really sexy about women are sexy to women. So, um, and if you've read the book Mode 1, which I did mention in that another video I've made, The Raw Attractive Power That All Men Have, I think this is kind of what the book Mode 1 is trying to tell guys. It's a really amazing book. I do recommend it a lot, but basically Mode 1 is trying to tell guys that it's not, the chocolates and the flowers and the you taking her out to dinner and paying that girls like. It's not you trying to please her. It's not you being nice. It's that raw sexuality. It's like the dirtiness, it's the primalness that women find attractive. And I could not agree more with him. When I read that, I'm like, yes, so true. And guys are totally confused. They think it's about that box of chocolates. That's not what women find attractive. Okay, so next is what is sexy about male sexuality is the complementary fantasies that fit like a lid to a pot. So, a lot of times girls, let's just say, whether it's natural, whether it's influenced through the way they are raised, I don't know. Maybe it's a little of both. Maybe it's only one or only the other. But, a lot of times women have these submissive fantasies, and a lot of men have, complementary fantasies. And isn't that just so amazing? It's like, yes, the perfect match. Like, how mystical and mysterious is that? Like, you want this, and I want this done to me. Or, vice versa. That's really attractive and cool. And yeah, definitely a mystery, unsolved mystery about life. Um, number 9 thing sexy about male sexuality is, this is a huge one, guys, the strength of men. Their ability to contain, protect, defend, their backbone. Okay, this one should have been like number 2 because this is huge. Their backbone. It's kind of what I was describing before. It's like you push them and they're strong. So they're going to push back. They have the ability to push back, and they're not going to let you push them around. They can protect you. They can defend you. They have the strength to do that. And as a woman, you sense that, and it's intoxicating. It's like, yes, real power, real wildness, real strength. Um, it's mesmerizing. It's like, this is kind of random, but I read this really interesting book about basically horseback riding and how we've been so attracted to horses because they are magnificent wild animals. We're so drawn to them, and we're so drawn to kind of like merge with them and take some of their power for ourselves. And it's like this irresistible quality, like we need to break horses, and it's so sad that we have. And I'm actually totally against riding horses, but it's that same wild, magnificent, like stallion quality that men have too. And like I think women are just drawn inexorably towards them. Forget what inexorably means, but let's hope that it works. All right. Number 10 is the strength of men and seeing it totally soft and devoted to you. That is truly the ultimate. That strength, but like devoted to nurturing, protecting, providing for you. That kind of like taking like something strong and making it like your pet, like weak. I don't know, like, a guy, like, it's basically the fantasy girls have of turning a bad boy into, you know, your soulmate. Because it's like taking this dangerous thing and having them like melt for you and for you alone. Oh my gosh, this is a subject of so many romance novels. And I don't know, just taking that like the wildness and then having it be like a kitty cat in your arms, and it's just nurturing and healing and protecting. Like, how is that not so powerful? And it is. And I think women are so drawn to that. Okay, number 11 thing that is sexy about male sexuality. This one kind of relates to like polarity, I guess. It's male culture and the otherness of it. I mean, yeah, we're not like there's not like a male and a female entrance to buildings anymore, but male culture and female culture, the way men are raised and the way women are raised, it's so different from each other. And I think that polarity, like kind of like the otherness of male culture, the way men are raised, the way men act, their mannerisms, their typical behaviors is so magnetic because it's like exotic and it's other. And I'm so drawn to that. I'm like, what is it like? And if you guys know, I was a stripper and I was always drawn to like this idea of the gentlemen's clubs, like what goes on inside there? What is male culture like? I have to go in, I have to know for myself. So I did, and it was awesome. So anyway, number 12 thing that is sexy about male sexuality is how athletic they are. Yes, how athletic they are. Men are powerful, they are strong, literally, athletically. And there's something mesmerizing about that. Number 15, sorry, I skipped some because I got to wrap this up, but there is an indescribable sexual chemistry, just a physical, biological reality that is very attractive. It is something that, affects you physiologically. Again, as a stripper, I experienced this multiple times. It does not matter how you look. Sometimes, one time I remember there's this guy, he was like literally probably like 4'10". I don't know. Something happened when I was giving him a lap dance. There was chemistry. Every time the lap dance, the kind of sexual energy started vibing, chemistry became apparent or did not. It's real, guys, and that is attractive about men. And it doesn't have to do with your looks. It probably has to do with your, genetic compatibilities, like your immunological compatibility or something like that. The next tip I have is, or the next thing I have is the magic made when a guy is touching you, pure magic. their ability to nurture and heal women. This is so big, and it's something about male sexuality. Like, women are very traumatized and damaged from often, like, just being kind of second class citizens in society. I don't know, maybe a lot of men in the comments, they don't believe in this kind of thing, but I certainly experienced that. And man's ability to nurture and heal through their touch is just so attractive to women. In fact, that is something that is just like women crave. Deep down, women absolutely crave that. They want a man to heal them through love, through their touch, through their wildness, through their power being devoted to them. Absolutely. And there's something so healing about, a man truly making love to you, but it doesn't have to be all vanilla. Okay. It's just, there's something healing about it. And, it can bring you from sad and lonely to totally blissful. And I know I experienced that. All right, guys, there's a couple more, but I'll have to save them for last time because I think this is getting really long. Let me know what you thought about this video. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see how this is like incredible? And it's something that really only men have it. So let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching.